Okay, it has been a very, very long time. It's me again. Hello. I hate that chair. I do believe that's an upgrade. Hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel. That is weird saying after so long, and I wonder if you are thinking, the one person who was thinking this, where have I been? I've been not good, but also really good. And I'm probably going to tell you about that. My last video was my Mass Effect 3 video that came out, I want to say in like December of, I want to say 2023? 2022? That's how long it's been. I don't recall. Put it on screen. Edit Devin, please. Put it on screen, thank you. And at the end of every year that I've been making content for the internet, off and on, as long as I have been, which I'll probably bring up at some point, I take like a chunk of time off in the new year from like January to like my birthday. And usually around March I pick up the camera again. I usually write something and I come up with a plan and set up shots and I make a thing and I put it online and the ball starts rolling again. Except this time I went to pick up my camera and I felt nothing. I thought about it and I'm like, do I still want to do this? Do I care about doing this? Should I just sell this camera, this tripod, a microphone that's not plugged in, because I tried to do this video 4 fucking times with this fucking microphone that isn't good anymore, and I was like, is this worth it to me? Because, man, I was really down. I was low, I was depressed, I was drinking a lot, more than I had been drinking in years. It was a bad time, and there was a lot of self-loathing there. I realized that in my videos I was using like the same sort of joke punchline setup, and I was using the same 3 editing tricks that I had been using for years. And I realized that I had no real ability. And so I was really low. Oh, fuck. Oh, that's new. That is a new feeling. And I hated myself, and I hated this camera, and I hated all of it. I hated all of it, because I would make stuff for my friends and family, and sometimes it would get past my friends and family, and I would get like a high view count on something. Only a couple hundred to a couple thousand views, but to me that was a lot, because my most normal stuff, most of the shit that I would normally make gets 50 views, 60 views, and to me that's a lot of people. I only know 12 people that I know are going to watch my videos, right? Anything after 12 views to me is a good video. I won, because more people than I actually know in real life watch something that I make. To me that's fantastic. And then, like, in everything I thought I wanted to do, I didn't do. I never got a new camera. It's still this camera I got in 2015. I never got a microphone that worked. For years and years I was using this corded mic, like an old stand-up mic, which I really liked, and it only had like 1 channel audio. I couldn't get it to record in 2 separate channels, so it was always coming in on one side on the headphones and not both, and I tried to mask it with like funny sound effects or like music playing in another channel. I always tried to balance it out and it never worked, and people always called me on it, and they were right, but no matter what I did, I couldn't get that microphone to fucking work. So I threw it out, and then I never bought one that worked. And just a lot of stuff that was wrong. And then like some really good stuff happened. I met somebody. I fell in love with this person. I am still in love with this person. And we live together. And we have 2 cats. And a lot of Legos. I've been going on adventures. I went to Las Vegas for the first time ever in my life to go to a music festival. I went to When We Were Young in 2024. I got on a plane for that. Technically 4 planes, because layovers, which there's a story I'll tell one day, and you were gonna go, that's whack. I never thought I was ever able to do that. I have an abject fear of flying. To ever leave the East Coast to me was insane. And I went to the other side of the country, and that blew my mind. I started a Substack, which will always be free. You can just go sign up. It's an email subscription type deal. Go sign up. I'll put a link down here. It's awesome. I'm having a blast with it. It's very intermittent. I'm not writing all the time, but it's a blast. It's like music, movies, video games, stuff that I like, personal topics, all that sort of thing. I wrote about going to Las Vegas. That's probably my favorite article I've ever written. Please go check that one out. That one's great. It's either that or the article I wrote about Dragon Age the Veilguard. I think that game is great, despite its flaws, despite its bullshit, despite all the around it. So I said all of that to say this. This is kind of what I was really trying to get to. I am back, but I'm going to be back in a very different way. First and foremost, I want to do more video essays. I loved doing video essays on Mass Effect. I loved doing one on Cyberpunk Edgerunners. Those feel so good to me. I want to do so many more of them, and I've got a couple sort of outlined that I'm really excited about. Dude, I hated doing reaction videos. I never want to do another reaction video as long as I live. But algorithmically, they do numbers. My most viewed videos were all reaction videos to like Kpop. And granted, love Kpop, that was not a lie. But a lot of reactions, I'm going to let you in on a little inside baseball, a lot of reaction videos that you watch are staged. They're fake. They've watched them multiple times to know exactly when to react. I'm guilty of it too. So if I do something like that, it's not going to be a reaction video, it's going to be more of like a discussion video. I'm going to be writing more articles, and a lot of those articles are going to have corresponding videos attached to them. Sometimes. I'm not a miracle worker, I don't have all the time in the world to just sit there and make videos all day. I never will. I don't really want to. There's an article series that I'm working on, and it's going to be the next video I do is going to be accompanied by the article. And I think you guys are really going to dig it. I think it's a really fun concept. It's going to break my brain mentally, which I'm sure you will enjoy. I will not. At all. Sketches are coming back! Hey, I had to check my notes to see what to talk about. That is where I would like to buy some new equipment. I want to definitely get a new camera. I'm going to save this one for video essays because I still think the picture quality is good. Even though there's a couple issues with this camera, I think it's still good. I still have my other mini camera besides this one that can do like behind the scenes footage. But I want to get something that's definitely only for recording sketches. I want to prove that I can really edit things in like a really nice way and create shots that feel good and not shots that just are kind of like But there's a lot of cool stuff that I want to do, so I think I'm going to give it like 2 more years. By the time I'm 35, I am going to retire. I think 35 is a good year to hang it up. A little bit of lore about me is that I've been making content for the internet since 2005. 20 years of my life has been devoted, off and on, to being funny online. And nothing ever materialized from it. Which again, that's more on me than anything. I never truly understood algorithmically anything about how the internet worked, and I still kinda don't. The only thing I really knew about how the internet worked was like, I don't know, getting groomed on RuneScape. And, you know, I don't have it in me to do this forever. I just don't. And if I only get a video essay and 1 sketch out in 2 years, then those better be the best things I've ever done. So thank you, and I will see you in the next one.